everyone, and welcome back to another super cool radio interview. I'm your host, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for tuning in. I have an amazing guest joining me at this time who I'm super excited to have him on the podcast. He's an amazing bassist and a founding member for Spread Eagle. Please welcome Rob DeLuca.
Hey, Matt. It is super cool to be here today. Thank you very much for inviting me. Appreciate it. And I think our singer Ray West will be joining in the next few minutes, hopefully.
Well, so, fantastic. I will add him in once he joins, if he does. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out and chatting with me. I know we got so much to discuss with Spread Eagle. You guys have been very busy this year.
Yeah, we're lucky. People want to see us live, and that's a good feeling. We've always been, this band, we had a good push in the beginning back in the day when we were kids. And then we got busy with other projects. And this is almost like the first time we're really like full on 24/7, available to tour 365 days a year. And it feels good. The demand feels good. So we're having a good time, really good time.
Well, I'm really glad to hear with all of that too. And I know we're going to dive in because you guys, you have a new single out, you have a new music video, you got an upcoming tour, a lot to discuss with you guys. But I'm curious. So like, obviously I read up on you guys, Spread Eagle, you guys kind of like reformed, got back together in 2017. So what kind of sparked that to kind of rejoin and start touring and recording music again?
Well, that's not entirely true. We took a break in around 1994, and then regrouped in 2006.
Okay, my apologies.
So we took like a 12-year break, and have been gigging ever since 2006. However, we've been playing in other bands, and it was hard to really dedicate 100% into Spread Eagle. But then when COVID happened, but then we went overseas in 2017, and we were gigging in USA. We got an offer to do a record, and we decided to do it, and that things, kind of picked up from there. And then COVID happened, which kind of forced me, or helped me, however you look at it, focus on Spread Eagle 100%, because other bands I was in weren't working or playing. So now we are full on. So I think it was just a slow momentum, to answer your question. We put it together in 2006. We had some people who were really good musicians, but not the right musicians for the band. And we slowly evolved and gravitated towards getting the right guys in the band. Now we have an incredibly strong lineup of original singer Ray West and I, and longtime drummer Rick DeLuca, and our guitar player Jami Paleta, who's been in the band now for 2 years, roughly 2 years, a little more than 2 years. So I think the momentum was slowly building all that time since 2017, and now we're here.
Oh, no, definitely, for sure. My apologies with the inaccuracy with that. But so yeah, bringing up to current day now. So you guys released a music video for Subway to the Stars, which I very much enjoyed. It looked amazing. So how was it filming the video?
That was fun. Our friend Frankie Faleta directed it, and he also acted in it as the guy that we busted. And our friend Jimmy Shearman was the director of photography, cinematographer. Hey, Ray.
Sorry I'm late, guys.
That's okay.
All good.
So I was talking about the video, but let's hear Ray's take on it, and then he asked, was it fun, and just the general, vibe of the video. So
was it fun? Of course it was fun. It is the guy that we work with, Frankie Faleta, is like he's just He's a barrel of energy, and he's got an idea every 30 seconds. And he just plays off us really well, and he's a good friend to us. We've known him for a long time, and he's pretty much batshit crazy, but we love him, and he makes great creative sense. You know, so it's always fun, man. It's always fun with Frankie. And we got to film at Coney Island and all over New York, so it was a blast.
Yeah, we were talking that day. It's like the beauty of living in New York City. It's just you live in a location. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Meaning filming location. It's just everywhere around you. So
Yeah,
I remember, Ray, when we went out to LA for the first time in 1990, we said we wanted to do some photo shoots, and we're like, well, we're from the kind of seedy area of New York City. Take us to the seedy area of LA. And I'm not saying it wasn't seedy, because it was, but it looked so nice compared to what we were coming from. Like, it didn't look seedy, even though it was, you know, and we're like, this isn't really vibey for pictures, you know. We were doing photo shoots. But
yeah. Remember they took us to Compton?
Compton, yep.
And we were like, this isn't so bad.
But it still looked much better than where we were from. It was probably, you know, as dangerous, if not more dangerous, but.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Put the bat down.
All right, but it's so cool. Like watching the music video for "Subway to the Stars," like just New York is just so iconic that like any of the locations you guys picked, it just makes it look so cool and just so iconic throughout the music video too.
Very much. We feel the same way. Every corner's got something cool. Every block's got something cool. You know, it's we live there, so we take it for granted almost. You know, but it's just great to live in a movie set.
Yeah, it is.
For sure. So, like, you know, living like in New York. So, like, how was it like picking the locations for the music video?
It was easy.
Easy.
You know what I mean? It just we wanted subway vibe. So we actually were going to film in the Transit Museum, which we got kicked out of.
This is a great story.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, there's signs posted. I really didn't see the signs posted. It's no filming or whatever. But everybody takes selfies and photos down there, you know. So we hop in a train, and Frankie's rolling, you know, the tune, and we're blasting a little bit. We're not being obnoxious, and we're in there juking around. And of course, this guy's like, as he walks by, giving us the evil eye, you know. And they literally sent us like we were high school kids. They just walked us out, escorted us out the building, and like, you know. And I asked if I could film that, and they said no.
Yeah, they have a transit museum in the subway in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And we thought we would get a lot of footage there. And we actually, I mean, because of what Ray just described, we only got like one short 5-second clip out of it. But, and it, you know, in hindsight, it's a cool place, but the locations we actually filmed in, I preferred.
Yeah, it made us go to like what Frankie did. He's like, well, let's go to Plan B. And we just went straight to Coney. You know what I mean? We hopped on a train, just started filming that, which we were not supposed to do really, but we got away with it. all quite guerrilla style.
Yeah, it was. It was a fun day. It was a fun day. And then we filmed at a club in Clifton, New Jersey called Dingbats, which is like one of our home away from homes. Homes away from home. Home away from homes. Anyway.
Homes away from homes. Yeah.
Yo Holmes. And we filmed that night, I believe. I think it was the same night or the next. Yeah, I don't know. That night, I think, at Dingbats, and got some live footage, some footage from Monsters of Rock Cruise, which we were lucky enough to be included on, which was fantastic. We love those guys. Some footage from the Whiskey in Hollywood. So it makes for a fun video.
Oh yeah, for sure. I very much enjoy it, and I'll leave a link for that in the description as well for anyone who wants to check that out as well. But so I'm curious for you guys. So do you like, you know, this got a little bit of acting in it, also with the music side. Is it a little bit of a different experience to like act, you know, compared to like just performing in a music video?
Well, we're not like, you know, obviously, you know, we're musicians. We're not, you know, but Frankie makes us just do natural stuff. It's not like we're scripted. We have to follow a script. It's just sort of like, here's a little, you guys are standing here, just go. And we're our natural selves. You know, we're all quite a bit gabby, and Rob's very eloquent. Thank God. And we're able to get some good stuff out of everybody. So we don't we don't really plan it. Everything's on the ad lib.
Yeah, I mean, actually, he'll tell you what you're going to do, and you do it 5 seconds later. So
Yeah,
nothing is rehearsed or planned, and it's so goofy and silly. You can see that nothing's planned or rehearsed. It's not like, you know, we're doing any kind of serious drama there. You know,
yeah,
we're
it's like
just having fun.
it's like Spread Eagle meets, like, you know, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Hey, that'd be a cool collaboration.
It'd be cool to have Larry David walk right through the scene. That'd be really cool.
It
We
would
need to
be.
make that happen one day.
Hey, maybe that happens. That would be
Okay, that's
awesome.
it. Keep walking.
Well, maybe that'll happen at some point.
That would be cool.
That would be. That would be.
Where are you at, Matt? Where you?
I'm based out of Indiana, South Bend.
Oh, okay, nice.
Hoosier.
Yes, that's right. It's funny, Rob. I got to see you in Fort Wayne with Sebastian Bach a few years ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Fort Wayne, that was a good place. Is that Pierre's or
The Clyde Theater.
Clyde Theater? Yeah. Good people.
Well, so curious for you guys. So obviously, there's been a radio version of Subway Star been released this year. Will there be more music from Spread Eagle to be released this year?
Let's hope so. We're on a mission from God, bro. You know what I mean? It's like wherever we can, we're doing anything and everything possible to get ourselves in the mix. So I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, we have someone who's actually making some videos for old songs, and hopefully we'll make some videos for more songs off Subway to the Stars. So yes, we're going to keep putting out material. We're moving forward with new music. We got a lot of new demos, so definitely you'll see quite a few new releases from us over the next year.
Yeah, we have a lot of forward momentum happening, so we want to just keep rolling with it, you know.
Yeah.
It's as you know, it takes a lot of hard work to make a band like this sustain. So we are doing our best.
Yeah, those big bands are selling tickets for $400 and up, and smaller bands are, you know, working hard trying to be seen, you know.
Yeah.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, it's a constant grind with everything. You know, obviously, as you guys know very well with everything. But especially this year, you guys have definitely been very busy with everything, and just with the touring, the music, everything. You guys have been killing it.
Thank you. Last year also. Yeah, we're lucky that the demand is there and it's not slowing. It's actually picking up.
Oh yeah, and that does kind of lead me. So obviously, you guys have the upcoming tour, which covers the United States, Europe, and the UK for the fall of this year. So like, I'm curious for you guys. So like, how do you guys prepare for this kind of tour going across many different countries?
You mean prepare like physically, musically?
But yeah, musically, but also yourself as well.
Well, Rob is a healthy guy, so we all pretty much follow. So I think we have to take care of ourselves. You know, basically, it's just about keeping your health together so that you can do the grind of it. Because this isn't like, you know, we play a set and we get to go and just sleep for many hours and do it, rinse and repeat. You know, you're on like 3 hours sleep most times. So you got to have your health together. You got to have your chops together. What I do is quite physical. What we all do is quite physical, but it's really a matter of just getting rest where you can and just being smart. You know, we can't party all night anymore like we used to, you know, so it's a matter of really just looking out for your health.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I feel we've had this conversation within the band. I feel like we have like an athlete's mentality where we train and we get ready physically and mentally, and then we go into the fight, you know, or into the game. And at that point, you really, a lot of your creature comforts or whatever you don't have, you know, you're just on this schedule that is moving so quickly, you know, for just for like 2 or 3 weeks, you know, but it's a shock, you know, from your home life or even from gigging in USA life. because it's full on every night, traveling, wake up, sleep a little, wake up, drive, get a little food in you, get to the merch table, play, travel, sleep, travel. So so to answer your question, it's a little bit like, you know, an athlete. And that's how we prepare. That's how I prepare.
Yeah, because we don't just you know, go and stand up there. You know, you got to juke around a bit, you know, and you got to get physical because there's a physicality to it. So I think our music drives that. So we have to sort of be in shape for it.
Oh yeah, and you guys' music definitely is. It's not just stand around music. You know, it's got some good energy to it. You know, it's moving around. So yeah, I think it wouldn't be the same like effect if you guys kind of just stood there playing the kind of music you guys do.
Just put on our Sunday best and go out there, just stand still. Hi, everybody.
Maybe if you're playing lounge music, that might be a little bit different.
we should have done that in hindsight, you know, 35 years ago, and we would have been better off, you know, more suited for the future, but we didn't. So we chose high energy hard rock, and we're stuck here now.
Yeah. Like an accordion oompa.
Yeah, that would have been easy. What were we thinking?
Maybe some polka music at some point.
Yeah.
But we're curious for you guys. As I said, you know, this tour covers, you know, different countries going international as well. Is it a different experience to perform like in Europe and the UK compared to the United States?
Well, Robbie's done some bigger.
You toured overseas quite a bit too, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, if people are rocking, it's a good time anywhere. The thing about going overseas is I've noticed here, overseas you can play any day of the week. You know, you're talking like Tuesday, Wednesday, and here it's more like geared towards the weekend. You know, so the rock and roll mentality there is pretty much, you know, 7 days a week, you know, 24/7. And here it's kind of like there's different pockets of things. You know, it is they're very enthusiastic over there, you know, and they're very well educated in music. You can have a conversation with an 85-year-old lady about Iron Maiden in a donut shop over there.
And we have.
And you know what I mean? And we have.
Remember at that parade that day?
Yeah, man. And it's a very hard rock metal thing. You know, if you go to Birmingham, especially, you know, but any town, it seems like people are very well versed in rock and roll, you know, and here there's not so much that here, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with Ray. Like
a little bit.
We love playing anywhere. You know, we're Americans and we love our country. But in Europe, they're a little more prone to go out on a Tuesday night to see a band that's not massive. You know, where in USA, that's hard. It's hard. It's even hard for bands quite a bit bigger than Spread Eagle to play a Monday or a Tuesday night and have it packed in USA. It's very tough.
Yeah, it's everything. It's the traveling and looking out the window and seeing everything. It's the food. It's the people. It's the accents. It's all cool. You know, it's like I wish I could do this. I wish I could do this every single day, 365. You know, we're trying, but over there, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. And like, you know, I've talked to some other bands who have toured Europe, and they definitely say it's a very, you know, it's a different experience. But that is so cool just to have conversations like, you know, as you guys described, you know, with, you know, people at donut shops and stuff like that, because they're, you know, understand and well versed with music. That is really awesome to see.
Oh yeah, and you know, we'll chat you up. You know, I mean, I'm always trying to start conversations everywhere I go, but it's like you meet some really interesting people that are very well versed in the rock and roll universe, and it's an awesome thing.
Yeah, we met this woman at a parade. She hung out with Thin Lizzy when she was like 14 years old or something. She was telling us a story. Nothing like, you know, explicit or anything, but she was telling us this story how she met them and her and a girlfriend, and she knew a lot about rock and roll. She was an old woman.
But that is cool, and just so, you know, it's so awesome to see that, like, you know, rock and roll doesn't have, you know, like a specific age group. Like people from any age and background can enjoy rock and roll music.
Yeah,
it's in here and it's in here. You know what I mean? Some people, I don't know, man. If music isn't a part of your life, that's not a life to me. So, if you appreciate music and you still love the energy of going out and communing with people, you're gonna go to a rock show. Why not? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, exactly. And yeah, definitely. A life without music, not fun at all. And then, not just specific to rock. It could be any kind of music. If you enjoy any kind of music, it's definitely your life feels like, to me, more complete and fulfilling.
Right.
But hard rock brings a certain type of energy that is special.
Yeah. So I think
That is true.
my boy said, rock and roll, a life without music is a mistake.
Exactly. 100% agree with that. Now, I do got a few more things to cover before we head out here. So, curious for you guys focusing on your show and your set. Do you guys have a favorite song to perform live?
Rob, you have a favorite song?
I like Through These Eyes.
Rob likes the epicness of it for sure. It's a very epic moment. We get a lot of requests for Through These Eyes too. Every song for me has different moments in each piece. So they're all our babies. So I don't have any favorites. I do have a moment where I really enjoy the Broken City portion of the set. I really like. We have a song called "More Wolf Than Lamb." I really love that in the set.
Yeah, that's fun.
But every from opening with Subway or another whatever song we have, it's every song has its moment. So I look forward to each one.
Sound of Speed is a fun one live. A lot of fun for me.
Switchblades become very much a go-to live. People just groove their asses off to it. That's cool to watch and be part of that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You guys have many great songs that are high energy, but also got as you said, different points in the song itself that are just awesome to see. And plus, with a live crowd, I bet it's even cooler to see too. But for you guys to for the set itself, do you guys change it up from different cities or tours or stuff? How do you guys determine a set list?
We actually have a set list that we've taken a long time to chisel out. The main thing is remembering the set list. Ricky's always asking me for the set list. I'm like, we should know it by now, but I think we've chiseled out over the past 2 years of hard work. I think we've chiseled out a great set list. But me and Rob were discussing this earlier today via text that, I would like to have some more tunes to sub in and out because we get a lot of requests for things and sometimes you can't accommodate everybody. But I think the set we have is been really worked on. It's been chiseled out. It's really become a great piece of work that I like and the band seems to like. So we've stuck with that, for the past couple of months. So we're pretty much regimented, to be honest with you. But we are getting ready to implement different songs and sub things out because we're at the point where we can do that now.
I mean, we play for like 90 minutes, so we gotta. It's a lot of music.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have a couple we can substitute in that we've played in the past, and we're going to bring some of those back. So,
because we got people that come to the shows and they put down their hard-earned money and they're like, "But you didn't play so and so." I'm like, "Oh, it makes you feel like shit." You know what I mean? So, you want to play it all for everybody.
Yeah, there's definitely a balance of stuff. Obviously, with the set list and requests and stuff, because as people do pay money to see the set, but there's definitely a balance with that. That sometimes it doesn't always work out, but try to accommodate people as best you can with the stuff. But you guys got a very deep catalog with stuff as well, so I'm sure kind of finding that balance that you guys do it very well.
I think with any band, with every band I've been in, the set list is usually dictated by the vocalist of where he can push, where he wants to push, where he wants to pull back. Ray, you can talk about this better than I can, but it's always been the case with every band I'm in where people be like, "Oh, I can't sing those two together," or "I don't want to," or "the energy is too similar or too separate, too different."
Yeah, you're right. I've taken a lot of great effort because I like to hit hard where I can, and we like to warm up in the beginning. So whatever song is going to sort of set you up to really, go into like high gear, third or fourth song. You know what I mean? But the set has a nice ebb and flow to it. I've designed it so if we have really good musical pieces. So there are pieces where I can sort of like take a break, walk off stage even, and come back and get that 30 seconds of rest. But you take how fluid, how things flow is very important to me. you know, and how strong we are during those times is very important as well. So we try to coordinate the best we can. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're tired. You just got to go rock anyway. It doesn't matter what the flow is. You know what I mean?
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, there's some days where, you know, if stuff's not going right, you still got to show up and rock. But having that flow again, you know, for your voice as well. You know, make sure you're doing things. You know, it's going to be good for your voice as well with the set list.
Yeah, and
especially when you're playing every night for like, you know, 2 weeks in a row or whatever.
Yeah,
I think we have like, how many in a row we have in Europe, Ray?
Oh man, I lost
1,
count.
2, 3,
It's a
4,
scary
5,
number of shows to
6,
do in a row.
7,
Yeah.
2, 3,
I'm
4.
always like, you're gonna sing that? How many nights in a row? I'm like, it's not.
I mean, it's a minimum of 7 nights in a row, minimum.
Yeah, man.
Often like 11 or 12 in a row.
No, but you know, from last time that we did it, we all sort of adjusted. My body adjusted. You know, even I'm tired, trying to get sleep, whatever. I bitched and moaned, but you know, you feel like you have a cold on most days, but you just got to go, man. Once it's showtime and we're all in the box, things just disappear. You know, your illnesses disappear. Your bitching and moanness about things disappears, and it becomes the best place in the world to be, and all the problems disappears.
Oh yeah, exactly. And you know, when adrenaline kicks in, and you just have fun. You know, it's rock and roll. It should be a fun time.
Yeah, exactly.
It is always fun on stage, definitely. The travel's tough, you know, but it's worth it. I mean, we wouldn't be doing it this many years later if it wasn't.
Yeah.
And also, we feel we have something unique to add to the rock metal world that other bands,
like we were on the boat.
Doing.
Yeah, Rob, like we were on the boat. We did this cruise, and it was like we were the new guys. It felt like, but you know, people were like, "Oh, you know, you guys brought this sort of New York City swagger thing." We're just ourselves, man. The music does what it does. We are who we are, and it was nice to be invited and sort of be a little, you know, a little bit different spice in the mix. You know, so we're rock and roll as rock and roll can be. We're just our brand of rock and roll.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, better be genuine and be yourself and have fun. Because then people see that and people respect that.
If it ain't fun, don't do it, and be yourself, or don't be nobody.
I like that. Words to live by. All right, so now as we're closing out this interview, so like as we discussed, we got the upcoming tour for 2024. But like, what is like the end of 2024 and 2025 looking like for Spread Eagle?
Busy.
We're already booking. We're already booking 2025, and we have some shows when we come back from Europe. We go right back to work in USA when we come back from Europe. So it's going to be very busy. Demand is rising, so it looks like every year we'll get a little busier.
Like Rob said, we have tried. We've been working really hard to get back into the mix of things. You know, because when you're gone for so long, people just they forget. You got to remind them. You know, so I love meeting people who we were the high school band. We get to reconnect with all these cool people. You know, when someone tells me we were their high school band, that blows my mind. You know, so you meet people and they encourage you and they really give you the belief in what you're doing. Like, you know, it's not just rock and roll. It's a way of life. It's a way of just enjoying life, and we want everyone to experience it. We bring whatever vibe we have, connects with the people that like this music, and it makes for one really cool thing in the room. And it's nothing you can create. You can recreate anywhere else. It has to be in the room with us, and that's what's really cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, rock and roll. It's a lifestyle. It's a mindset, and it's fun. And you know it's so cool, to have all those elements with it as well.
Exactly.
All right, so now close out this interview. For everyone watching and listening, where are the best places to find Spread Eagle online?
Rob, go ahead.
Oh, we're easy to find. Just type in Spread Eagle NYC or Spread Eagle Band into any platform, and we'll pop up. I'm pretty sure. Could I plug some dates?
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm not going to go through all of them, but we have Fridley, Minnesota on August 9th, Columbus, Ohio on August 23rd, Braywood, Illinois on August 24th, Westland, Michigan on August 25th. Then we go to Europe. Then when we get back, like I said, we have, it looks like Texas and Florida and Newark, Delaware, and Providence, Rhode Island, Albany, New York. So lots of stuff. You can get tickets online. Just spreadeagle.us is our website. Everything is there.
Very nice. I'll leave some links for Spread Eagle in the description of this podcast as well. If you come into an area near you, make sure to see them live and rock out with them. But Rob, Ray, thank you so much for hanging out with me here on Super Cool Radio.
Thanks so much, Matt.
Thanks. You're awesome. Thank you for having us.
Of course. I'm your host always, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Super Cool Radio. And remember, stay frosty.
Stay frosty, super cool people.
I like Frosties. Later.